Good evening, and welcome to Tuesday night's Queen's Table and the first one of 2025. How exciting! And we've got the lovely Dominique, and she is your UK's National Ms Wolverhampton. Hi, Dominique, how are you?
Hello. I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I'm very good, actually. Just managed to get all the Christmas decorations in the loft. It's all done now. So yeah, it's a big job. It's a big job. But Happy New Year to you, and obviously some exciting news the end of last year that you are back to compete at UK's National Miss in July. How exciting! How are you feeling about that so far?
Very excited, but also very nervous as well.
Oh, you'll be amazing. It only seems like a couple of years I saw you hand over and it's just gone, isn't it? It's so quick. So it'll be your first time as competing as a mum as well. So congratulations. And we'll start by just asking you a few questions. So you're returning to pageantry after a few years and you chose UK's National Miss. Why did you choose that particular system?
I think it's such a fun system. It will be the first Pageant Girl UK system that I'll ever be competing in as well. So I felt like it was the right one under the Pageant Girl UK umbrella to compete to start with. I remember when Holly created it back, just like at the back of the pandemic, and wanting to do something that was a national pageant and for everyone of all experiences and things like that. And I think coming back after having my daughter and the year that I've had last year, I just felt like UK's National Miss was the right one for me. And also seeing the former Ms Queens as well, that would be a lovely Hall of Fame to be a part of. Fingers crossed.
Yeah. UK's National Miss has been an absolute diamond, haven't they? So it's great. And I'll agree, it's such a wonderful system that Holly created. It was in lockdown, wasn't it? The idea, I think, come in lockdown. Yeah. And it developed from there. And it just looks fabulous. And I've been to a few, and it's just such a wonderful atmosphere. And like you say, when you look at a system to do, it's always good to look at previous queens. That gives you the perfect example, doesn't it? And previous contestants. They're always amazing. So I'm so excited for you. So you have been very busy as normal. And I do watch your bits and pieces online. And if you do want to watch Dominique's journey, I have got her pageant link in the bottom for her Instagram. And that's Dominique. Is it Dominique's Diary? I should get that right. But it's scrolling across the bottom. So I was trying to read that then, sorry. And basically you'll have all your updates on what you've been up to and everything on there. This is such a cute dog. I love this. What's the dog's name?
This is Bernard. Sorry, I've just had to grab him away from the guinea pigs because he was getting a bit too involved.
Hello, Bernard. Hello, Bernard. He's gorgeous, isn't he? Absolutely stunning dog. So you do a lot, and you're a big part of the community on TikTok and Instagram, and you do lots of videos and bits and pieces on there. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so my social media, Domanique's Diary, I used to blog back before people used to YouTube and before TikTok. So Domanique's Diary was my blog name from a long time ago. And I just use it as an outlet to share my life, really. Everything that I'm happy to share online was through Domanique's Diary, and then I branched out onto TikTok during lockdown. As we know, I was doing a lot of silly videos there. but it entertains. And then obviously as my life journey has changed, things that I'm sharing become, motherhood, grief, but also pageantry as well. So I share as much as I want to on TikTok and then share it on Facebook and Instagram as well. That's what Domanique's Diary is all about.
I love it. And I must admit, you kept us so entertained in lockdown, especially the wedding guest videos that had me in pictures. I think we watched them so many times, but they're just so clever and so great and so entertaining. And it's like, you didn't even probably know it, but you're cheering someone's day up because they're just so funny. It's really, really, really good. So what makes you... Yeah, brilliant. This family here loved watching them. They're brilliant. So what got you into doing TikTok videos? Did it start in lockdown or before that?
It was definitely lockdown. I think because I was furloughed and you know, at the start of lockdown. I mean, I refused to go onto TikTok for like a couple of weeks. I thought, I don't need to go on TikTok. And then I started to see everything that people were sharing. I was like, oh, I'm missing out here. So I started to just be someone that would just scroll and like and comment and scroll. And I thought, you know what, I can do something like this. And then, yeah, I mean, I started, because I work with animals as well, so I did a lot of animal content, and then like dressing up as animals. I think that was like my first kind of viral video, was pretending to be my animals, my rabbits and my cat.
It's so good though. It's brilliant, and it's just so light-hearted fun, and it's just so good to see. So definitely never stop doing it, because we definitely enjoy it, and like, you know, it's fabulous. It's fabulous. I'll put the link to your TikTok in the comments afterwards and everything. Just to remind anyone that's watching, you can comment in the box and I can ask some questions. So moving on to the pageant in July, how is your pageant prep coming on, and what have you been up to so far?
So I have been attending, well, I attended a charity walk. So I know that we'll talk about grief later on, but with my mum passing away, we did a charity walk for Compton Care. So Compton Care are a palliative charity that take care of cancer patients when they're end of life, and not just in the last days when they get the diagnosis, basically, that they are end of life. My mum was under Compton Care for 11 weeks before she passed away. There was a lot of support from them, and I just felt like, even in such a short space of time, I want to give back. I want to help give back to them, because my mum just sang their praises, and even after she passed away, they were still in contact. So every year they do a charity walk to raise money, and me and my family all decided, you know what, we're going to do this walk. I mean, I'm probably the most unfittest person to come across. I think it was 5 miles, which to a lot of people is not a lot, but I did get a lot of complaints from family members, because we also, I think we went the wrong way as well, so we ended up walking a little bit longer than we were supposed to. But it's like a big event that happens in Wolverhampton every year. So we managed to raise, I think it was in total as a family, I think we raised £600 to Compton Care. Yeah, and then I've actually got a pin as well on my sash on them.
Oh, that's lovely.
So
that's brilliant.
I've got a certificate as well, which is nice.
Yeah, such a great cause and so personal to you. And £600 is that's a massive amount to raise, isn't it? So that's brilliant.
After that, I wanted to do more. So my journey to finals, I raffed off some hamper baskets in autumn and Halloween as well, and that went to cancer research. I've been attending a couple of events as well, and I want to continue to attend events. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more difficult now having my daughter, but what I can do, whether it's online or face to face, I will. And I do plan on maybe raffling off some more hampers, maybe a Valentine's or Easter one. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Oh, that's amazing. But if anyone wants to support you, it will obviously be put on your pages like Instagram and things like that. So look out for it and support, definitely. So we're going to talk about your platform now, which is very personal to you. And I just say I'm very sorry from all of us here at Pageant for your loss. Your platform is Loving Through Loss. So can you just explain a bit about how that came about?
Yeah, so basically, Loving Through Loss is to emphasise the importance of love in both mourning and grieving, but also celebrating a new life. So my daughter was born in the November of 2023, and then at the end of January 2024, my mum was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. So I wanted to combine the two, because I think it's very difficult being a new mom, my first child, and not just a mom, a parent, because it's hard for dads to do. It's a new chapter, it's a new normal, and then having that, trying to figure out parenthood, and then having a mom that's no longer going to be there for the rest of my life and my daughter's life. It's very difficult to have those two paths alongside each other. So I really want to share my journey of, there is darkness with grief, but there can also be light within grief, because as much as it's really difficult to continue without someone that you love like your mom, you remember the amazing things about them.
That's a really good thing to have as well.
And it's and my mom was such an incredible person, and all I wanted to do is just shout about her all the time. And I know, like, so many people say, "Oh, my mom's the best person," but like, my mom was just such a genuinely nice person, and I think she was just a light for so many people, not just me. That she's, like, when she passed away, and even before she passed away, there were so many people that said how much she inspired them. And I do just want to bring her light. I want that to continue, but then the light of my daughter being in our lives as well.
Yeah.
I'm getting so hot.
Yeah, and your mum's lovely. I didn't know her myself, but I can tell just from the relationship you had, and she was a wonderful person, and because you're a wonderful person, so it's amazing. So, and also, what was very beautiful to see, we had a very, very gorgeous moment last year at the Peers Awards. I think you had the whole room in tears. It was a beautiful award that you really deserved. And it was really, really lovely to see in memory of your mum, and your beautiful little girl was there as well. So yeah, she was actually. It's brilliant. Yeah, she was up at the front clapping. Absolutely stunning little girl. So it's really lovely that you've got this amazing platform, and it will help others, because there are, other people that will hear this that have been through similar things or the same sort of thing. And it could help so many people out there. And it is important to remember the people that you've lost. I love that. So there's light in the darkness as well. So
definitely. I just want to continue to share everything about her, but also motherhood, and also the taboo that comes with grief, and like both of them alongside it, not just alongside each other. Even if you don't experience grief, being a parent, there's so many taboo things people that talk about, like when you're pregnant or childbirth and things like that. So I will be sharing more on Domanique's story.
We're going to be seeing that, because a lot of people don't. I mean, when a woman has a baby, they go through lots of changes, and there's all the hormones, and there's lots of things they don't tell you yet. I completely get it. I could list a few. So and it is very difficult, and it's very emotional those first few months. To obviously go through such a loss as well. It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot that you went through in such a short space of time. But I think this is wonderful. You've turned a negative into such a beautiful thing, and that's a really lovely thing to do. You've got someone that's just put a lovely little heart here, which is
that's lovely. That's one of my best friends. Thank you.
Yeah. Really lovely. So going back to the pageant, obviously it's a real positive, lovely thing to look forward to. What are you most looking forward to? Which round's going to be your favourite, and what are you most looking forward to about being back in pageant land?
I always find it so difficult to choose a round, because I just love them all. I love being on stage. I think it's just, for anyone that's never been on a pageant stage, there's only so much you can describe until you actually experience it. I just love it every round. I love introducing myself, Ms Wolverhampton.
I'll be brilliant. I love that. It's such a
from that moment right through to the end, it's just the best. But I mean, if I had to choose a round, I'd probably say evening wear. As much as I love fashion wear, where you can like strut your stuff, I just feel like even where you just take your time a little bit and kind of show off your gown, but the elegance of wearing the gown that you've chosen and confident and everything. I just love that. But I'm just looking forward to taking in the whole experience and meeting everyone that's competing and listening to everyone else's stories as well as to why they're competing, and just being a part of Pageant Land again.
Oh, it's brilliant. I cannot wait to watch you. I'm going to be there right at the front screaming. I lose my voice every time. I always do. And as I don't have a voice when I come home. My husband's quite happy with that though. But it's at such a great a venue as well. It's back at Park Hall. Now, Park Hall, if you've been doing pageants for quite a long time, it's like the pageant sort of hotel, isn't it, really? It's brilliant. And it's such a great venue. So I'm very excited that it is back at that venue, and it is a bit of a weekender as well, isn't it? So it's going to be fabulous. What I like about UK's National Miss, how do you feel about doing a sportswear round? Because I do like that with that.
Yeah, well, I actually need to double check that, because in the handbook it's not in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It could be a twist. I don't know.
I have an idea of what I want to wear already, and I have been looking, but you've actually just reminded me that I do need to send an email because it's not in the handbook.
Oh. Sorry. We'll have to find that. We'll find that out.
Or not.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you've got a good few months yet, so we're all right. Having said that, though, I say that, and it does come round really quickly, doesn't it? Before you know it, you apply and you think, oh yeah, I've got ages, and then before you know it, it's like a couple of weeks before, and you're like, so the excitement really builds
right now.
You'll be fine. It's going to be so exciting, and I know so many people are looking forward to seeing you back on stage, and you're going to have so much support out there. Everyone's going to be cheering for you. It's going to be amazing. But anyway, I shall let you go, my darling. Thank you so much for coming on to Pageant Land. It's been so great to have you. Such an honour, because it's been a really, really good conversation. And I can put all your links in the bottom of this video so people can find out where you are and what you're doing, and all your social medias. Do you have a Facebook as well? I can add that, and they can jump on and find out what you're up to and support the charity things you're doing, and follow your TikToks and things like that. So that'd be fun. So thank you so much for coming on again, and we wish you all the best from Pageant Land. Take care. Bye. Bye.